Hi friends! Today I'm gonna review the series Blackbird starring Taron Egerton, Ray Liotta and Paul Walter Hauser with an IMDb rating of 8.1. It's an Apple TV limited series with 6 episodes. It's sad that Ray Liotta wasn't there for the release, but he acted tremendously and professionally as his last resort. I completely understand if you feel like you've seen everything there is to see in true crime drama right now. The Serpent followed drug dealer and serial killer Charles Sobridge, while extremely wicked, shockingly evil and vile focused on Ted Bundy. Other recent offerings have dealt with murder, injustices against the Central Park Five, the human suffering brought on by greed and corruption, various manifestations of misogyny, and accounts of pervasive sexual violence, Unbelievable, Lost Girls, The Staircase. But the new limited series Blackbird is well worth bracing yourself for yet another round of dramatized depravity. The charming haughty, high-flying, drug-dealing son of longtime policeman Big Jim Keene is known as Little Jimmy Keene, Ray Liotta, in one of his last roles. Little Jimmy's carefree days abruptly come to an end after his flat is searched, his father's connections and a plea deal fall through, and he is now facing 10 years in prison without the possibility of release. After serving a short while in prison, FBI agent Lauren McCauley, Sepita Murphy, makes him an offer. He must relocate to a maximum security hospital that houses a large population of criminally insane people in order to get to know Larry Hall, Paul Walter Hauser, a suspected serial murderer, and convince him to confess before Hall's appeal is granted and he is freed. Jimmy will be freed if he succeeds, according to McCauley, who believes he has the charisma and intelligence to accomplish so. It all takes around an episode and a half, which some viewers could find to be a little too long. But the expense is worthwhile. We first see Larry in a flashback, during the FBI investigations led by Detective Brian Miller, Greg Kinnear, and supported by McCauley. Larry is a man with obvious cognitive deficits who is precisely pitched and performed without resorting to the usual tics or tropes. Although Larry has admitted to a number of crimes in the past, did he really kill the up to 14 girls they believe he killed? Blackbird truly takes off after Jimmy and Larry cross paths in a prison. Suspicions give way to tolerance, which eventually transforms into a frail relationship, before progressing to something much more sinuous and slippery. Jimmy is becoming more and more terrified by the connections between them as the FBI and police have shifting suspicions regarding Larry's guilt or innocence. There are some fantastic two-handers where Jimmy initiates the conversation and directs it in the direction he desires, only to find himself thrown up and around by Larry's apparent free associating thoughts and dropped in front of a dark mirror to face an unwanted truth. Although Lehane is a well-known mystery author and contributed to The Wire, his best work to date may be this enigmatic, switchbacking conversation. There is more than enough action to keep things moving along if you add a dishonest guard trying to extort money from Jimmy and various other convicts for whatever blood they can get. And in the midst of it all, Liotta plays the tough father who is crushed by having let his son down, powerless to save him, and forced to confront his own unpleasant truths in the unexpected calm. He makes you cry. It's a good way to go out. If you like the review, please subscribe to our channel and give thumbs up so I can bring more reviews like this, and if you want me to review on something, please do comment below.